There are times when only Slayer will do. You know what I'm talking about. There are times when only Slayer can be listened to at this moment. Okay, so I'm waiting here in the England-Hampshire shit weather, waiting to go out and do my review of the Machine Head's Catharsis. So I figured while I'm waiting I would give my thoughts on the Slayer final farewell tour, whatever it's fucking called. Any self-respecting metalhead knows who Slayer is. I remember the first time I heard Slayer wasn't Rain in Blood or anything like that. Somebody at school many years ago, too many years ago, God, I'm fucking old. Somebody lent me the double CD of Decade of Aggression, which is a great introduction to Slayer. Everything up until Seasons in the Abyss. At that point, and I was pretty much, and am still, a fan ever since that point. I've gotten every album they've ever done. Slayer discography, Slayer discography. Some of it better than others. Unlike a lot of people, I actually enjoyed a lot of Diabolus in Musica. I thought there were some great songs on there, so fuck you. That's right. So what did I think when the announcement was made? Well, I was actually surprised. I shouldn't be now that I've actually had a chance to think about it, but it certainly I remember just, I think I looked on Metal Hammer's website and just saw the announcement there. It was like, oh, okay. That's quite a shame. A world without Slayer doesn't seem right to me. Yeah. I don't really want to see them as 60 or 70-year-olds lumbering around on stage either. But I don't know, the idea of Slayer not being around anymore, that's quite a sad thing. Charlie Benanti from Anthrax actually put it quite well in a recent interview he did with Loudwire, I think, or Loudwire reported on, I don't know. But yeah, he was saying how it actually made him think of his own mortality, which I totally understand. When so many of our heroes have been passing away, and bands breaking up now because of old age, it really does make you think of your own mortality. I am an old bastard right now. As I'm now in my 40s, it does make me realise what an old fucker I am. Obviously, I think it was 2013, Jeff Hanneman, the legendary Jeff Hanneman, sadly passed away. That's a huge part of Slayer right there. But Gary Holt came in and was a great replacement. He'd already been standing in for Jeff for many years before that anyway. And so, you know, it seemed like, okay, things could quite easily go on. But I know there was the split with Dave Lombardo, but Paul Bostaph, again, had been with the band for many, many years previously, so he fit in perfectly well as well, and more than competent drummer, amazing drummer. So the band was there, the lineup was still there. Kerry King has made I think he's already put out a post that he's still going to be recording music. I don't know if I presume he'll be playing live. He's as outspoken as ever. I don't think he's got any intention of packing it in. But I think Tom has said for quite a while now that touring's been getting harder and harder for him, especially after his back surgery, which is totally understandable. I seem to remember something about legal issues as well, so I'm wondering if that's a factor. Maybe they've just decided, just like, okay, you know what, this is too much. I seem to remember him talking about taking a hiatus because of legal issues, so maybe that's got something to do with it as well, I don't know. Either way, they will be sadly missed. Now, I love diversity in music, which is something I'm going to be discussing in the Machine Head review, so make sure you check that one out. If not, check out all the other fucking reviews I've done for him. But yeah, as much as I love diversity and dynamics in music, I love music that takes me on a journey, like Mastodon, etc. You know, they're really, really epic albums that go through a lot of ebbs and flows. But there are times when only certain bands will do, and the reason that is because they satisfy a need. And I'm talking about bands like AC/DC, Iron Maiden, High on Fire. They have a certain sound and they don't veer away from it And they intentionally stick to that. They know what they're good at, and that's what they do, and they proudly do it. They don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. They stick to their story, and that is exactly what Slayer has done for years. Now, their sound has changed a lot, but it's always Slayer. There's something about Slayer, you know it's Slayer. That minor key that they always play, and there's always a sinister vibe to them, even though they were doing... I mean, I saw the Big Four. I was lucky enough to go to Prague in 2011, I want to say. And I saw the Big Four. I saw a Big Four show. I love Anthrax, I love Megadeth, and I love Metallica. You could see why Slayer were underneath Metallica. They were by far the heaviest band on the bill, and they were the second to the top. Metallica's diversity, and Metallica is Metallica. You see why they're headliners. You totally see why they're headliners. My fucking phone. But Slayer, damn, they were good live. I've seen them live a few times now. They've always delivered. Every time. They always delivered. Always. They're just a great live band. And their fans are fanatical. And their fans are fanatical for a reason. Because they feel that... They fuel that fire. That need you have for that certain sound. There are times when only Slayer will do. You know what I'm talking about. There are times when only Slayer can be listened to at this moment. When I've been in the gym working out, this is genuine, this is honest truth. I'll burn on average 120 calories extra in an hour when I'm listening to Slayer, because they get me fired up that much. Slayer burn calories. So yes, to sum up, I'll miss Slayer. I will miss them. They're still going to be around. Hopefully they'll do another album, I don't know. Maybe they'll still put albums out, maybe they'll just stop with the touring, I don't know. I'd love to hear more Slayer music, because I still think they're phenomenal. I don't care. I thought Repentless was a great album. But all good things must come to an end. I don't really want to see 60, 70-year-old Slayer limping around on stage anyway. Maybe it's best that they go while we still remember them for who they are. Whether I'll go to see them on this final tour, I don't know. I've been fortunate that I have seen them a number of times over the years. I'd imagine ticket prices are going to be pretty damn pricey, and I sure as hell can't afford shit, but yes. I think Rob Zombie put it perfectly. I think it was in Headbanger's Journey, where he stated, I've never in my life met somebody who said, oh yeah, I was just into Slayer one summer and then I kind of got over them. That's not what Slayer is about. You're into Slayer for life. You've got the guy who's carved Slayer into his chest. You don't have casual Slayer fans. That's the mark of a great band. That fanaticism that... God bless Slayer. Satan bless Slayer. Kerry motherfucking King.